Welcome to Speak English with Tiffani. I am teacher Tiffani. Let's jump right in. Expressing stress and anxiety. So in English, there are times when you need to express frustration or even when you feel busy. In those moments, the first expression you can use is, I'm losing my mind. One more time. I'm losing my mind. Now, we use this expression because when you have a lot to do and you feel frustrated, in your brain, you feel like everything is going crazy. So we say, I'm losing my mind. Now, another expression that means the exact same thing is, my head is about to explode. Again, my head is about to explode. Now, this term explode, I want you to think about a bomb. So you have a bomb right here. Now, before the bomb explodes, everything is inside. But then if the bomb explodes, everything bursts outside of it and the bomb can cause problems, okay? So you go from contained to an explosion. So the same thing happens when you are busy or frustrated or you feel like you have a lot of work. You feel like your head is about to explode, okay? All right, great. Now the third one is, this is driving me crazy. Again, this is driving me crazy. Now, this means the same thing as the previous two expressions, but the way that you can think about this expression is, at first you feel normal, but then you get frustrated and everything makes you feel like you are going to go crazy. Everything around you is messing up. So we say, this is driving me crazy, or making me feel like I'll go from a normal person to a crazy person, okay? All right, the next one is, this is driving me insane, okay? Now, these two are very, very similar. The only difference is insane and crazy. Well, the term insane just means very crazy, okay? Very crazy. So the emphasis is put more on this one, okay? So this is driving me insane. All right. And finally, to express this frustration, you can say, I'm going nuts. Now, the term nuts is also a term in English that means crazy. So someone can say, hey, you're crazy, or hey, you're nuts. Well, we're saying, I'm going nuts. Whatever's happening is making me feel crazy. So again, these are 5 expressions to express stress and anxiety. Okay, let's keep going. The next one, expressing that you don't understand. Now, there are going to be situations you're in where you want to say that you don't understand. There are 5 different ways to do that. The first one is, I don't follow you. Okay, again, I don't follow you. So this is very useful because normally when you're in a conversation and someone is talking to you, basically you are looking at them and you're following what they're saying. Okay, I understand that point and I understand that point. When you don't understand, this does not happen. So in English we say follow you, which just means understand. So you can say, I don't follow you. There's a question mark in my mind about what you're saying, okay? All right, another way of saying that is, I don't exactly understand what you mean. Now, I want to put emphasis on this right here, exactly. This is a way to express and emphasize that you really are trying to understand, but you don't know the details of what the person is trying to explain to you. So I think I understand a little bit, but I don't exactly understand what you're trying to say. This is a very useful expression. Now, the next one is, I'm not sure I follow. So again, we see this follow right here that we saw in this one, but right here we see I'm not sure. Again, this is another way of saying kindly, I really want to understand you, but I don't think I'm understanding what you're saying. Okay, very useful. I'm not sure I follow. All right, the next one is, I don't get it. Okay, I don't get it. Now, the easiest way to understand this term get it is, I want you to imagine that you are standing and someone is talking to you, okay? They're giving you some information. Now, as you are listening to this person talk to you, inside of your brain, this information has to go inside. So as they're talking, if you catch the information or if you get the information, it means you understand. However, there are times where you don't catch or you don't get the information, which means you don't understand what they are saying. And in English, in this situation, you will say, I don't get it, okay? A lot of times students use this in America when they're speaking to their teachers. Teacher, I don't get it. Can you explain it one more time? So this is very useful. If you're ever in an English class, use it and the teacher will be impressed because you sound very natural. Now, finally, we have, I'm not sure I know what you mean, okay? So now we're seeing this again, not sure. Remember, we saw that right here, not sure, a polite way of expressing that you really don't understand the details, and then know what you mean. So what you mean is just another way of saying know what you are trying to convey or express, okay? So again, I'm not sure I know what you mean, okay? All right, now the next group is expressions for praising someone, giving someone a compliment. Now, I use these a lot when I speak to my students. So the first one is keep up the good work. Now, the part that I want you to look at is keep up, okay? Good work, you probably already understand, but keep up just means keep doing something, okay? Keep doing something, all right? So if I'm in my class and my students are practicing a lot, are studying hard and doing well, I will say, hey, keep up the good work. It makes me feel good to praise them, okay? All right, the next one is very simple, amazing. I use this a lot as well. It just means, wow, that's great. You are amazing, okay? Now you'll notice my tone of voice is also different. I can say, oh, amazing. Or I can say, amazing. It has more emphasis, okay? All right, the next one is good work. Now, very simple, praising someone, but it has a good meaning. Or you can say, great job. Now, good and great, okay? They have a similar meaning, but great is stronger, okay? Great is stronger than good, okay? So this one has more emphasis, great, all right? And finally, you can say, nice work. This is something, again, that is used at offices when bosses speak to their employees, or you can even use it to anyone you speak to that you want to give encouragement or praise to, all right? Okay, our next group is also very useful. Fast food restaurant expressions number 1. Now, when you come to America or an English-speaking country, you're probably going to go to a fast food restaurant. And when you walk up to them, they're going to ask you to take your order. There are many different ways they say this. So I want to give you guys 5 ways so that you can feel comfortable. Now, the first way they will do this is, what'll it be? Now, I'm going to say it faster. What'll it be? This just actually means, what will you order? Okay, what will you order? This what'll is a combination of what will, okay? What will you order? So don't get confused. It's only being said very quickly, so it seems difficult, all right? All right, another thing they will say is, can I take your order? Now, this is one you guys are probably familiar with because you may see it on movies or you may see it in other things and have heard it before, okay? The next one is, may I take your order? Now, may I take your order and can I take your order have the exact same meaning, just like the other ones we're going to look at. But when we say may I in English, it is extremely polite, okay? So this is extremely polite. When this person is speaking to you, they're trying to be very polite, all right? And next, what would you like? Okay, again, they're just asking you, just like in the previous example we looked at right here, what would you like to eat? Okay, what would you like to eat? And finally, may I help you? So we see may I right here, and like I said, extremely polite. May I help you? They're asking you, oh, what would you like to order, and can I help you order it? Okay, so these are 5 things that you will hear when you go to a fast food restaurant when they're asking you what you want to eat. Now, our next group is fast food restaurants expressions 2, because now that you have to complete your order, they're going to ask you a question regarding where you want to eat your food, okay? All right, so the first way they will ask you is, will this be for here or to go? Now, this is going to be asked every time you go to a restaurant, specifically a fast food restaurant, okay? So they're saying this. So this actually refers to whatever food you ordered, whatever food you told them that you wanted, they're going to fix it for you, but they want to know, this food that you ordered, are you going to eat it here at our restaurant, or are you going to take it away in a bag, okay? So they want to know what you want to do. So they say, will this be for here at our restaurant, or are you taking it out, leaving with the food, okay? All right, another way they will say it is that for here or to go? So you're seeing a pattern for here or to go, okay? Or they will say just simply for here or to go. Very simple way. Now, again, sometimes students will get confused because they're wondering, well, I'm already here. What do you mean? They're just asking you whether you want to eat the food there or outside of their restaurant, okay? Another way they can say it is, do you want that to go? Okay, so the food that you ordered, are you going to take it out? If you say no, it automatically means that it's for here. Okay, all right, and the last way they'll say it is, are you going to eat it here? All right, so if I say yes to this, it means I'm not going anywhere. But if I say no, that means I'm taking it to go. Okay, so once you learn these expressions, you'll be very confident and comfortable when you go to a fast food restaurant. All right, now the next group, admitting you made a mistake. These are also very useful. Sometimes you get into a disagreement or you make a mistake at work or with a friend, and you want to know how to express your apologies in English. The first way you can do this is by saying, I didn't mean it that way, okay? That way. So it means maybe you and your friend were having a conversation, and during that conversation, you said something to your friend, but the way your friend heard it actually made them feel bad, but you didn't intend to make them feel bad. So you say, I didn't intend it that way, okay? Now, the next thing you say is my mistake. It means I did it. I am sorry. It wasn't your fault, okay? It was not your fault. I am the one to blame, okay? It was not your fault. This is also used very often, okay? My mistake, all right? Next, I honestly didn't mean it. Now, when you use this word honestly, you're actually emphasizing that you are sincerely apologetic, okay? Emphasizing that you're very sorry for what you did, all right? Next, you can say, I didn't intend it that way. This is a new vocabulary word for some of you, but I didn't intend just means I didn't mean it that way, okay? That wasn't my purpose, okay? It wasn't my purpose when I did that. My purpose was not to hurt you or to make a mistake. And you can also say, I shouldn't have said or done that. I shouldn't have said or done that. This shows regret, and that if you could do it over again, you wouldn't have done that, okay? So we say, I shouldn't have said or done that, all right? Now, our next group is expressions for forgiving someone. These are also very useful. So let's say you have a group of friends and you guys are all together, but something happens and one of you makes a mistake, but you want to forgive them. A very common expression is all is forgiven. This term right here, all, it means Everything that happened before, whatever it was that made everyone angry and everyone was arguing about, all of that is gone. And now we are happy together. Everything is forgiven, okay? All right. You can also say, no worries, it's all in the past. Whatever happened before, we are not thinking about that now. But I want to put emphasis on this. No worries. Usually when someone does something wrong and they apologize, they are concerned that maybe the person will keep thinking about it and it bothers them. But they're saying, hey, no worries. Everything is forgiven. This is something that I use all of the time with my friends. If something happens and they ask me for forgiveness, I say, hey, no worries. It's all good. It's all in the past. So I use this one very frequently. Okay. All right. Another way is that's all right. Again, this is a very easy way of saying I forgive you. Hey, that's all right. It's okay. Don't worry. That's all right. Everything is right now. Nothing is wrong. Okay. Next, you can say, I forgive you. This is the easiest one that you guys have probably heard. I forgive you. Finally, don't worry about it. Remember, up here, I mentioned that the person can worry after they've made a mistake, but you're telling them, don't worry about it. I've forgiven you. Everything is okay. So these are very useful expressions. All right. Our next group is encouraging someone to relax. Sometimes you have a friend that may feel very stressed about something and you want to tell them, don't worry, everything will work out. So what you can do is you can say, calm down. Everyone knows the word calm. Calm just means everything is at peace. Everything is very level, okay? You're feeling inside, everything is very level. So we say, hey, calm down. Don't be too excited about things, okay? Or you can say, stay calm. Remember, the term stay just means to remain, okay? Remain. This is used a lot of times by policemen or people that are firemen when they're coming to a scene and it's very frantic. People are very frantic. I'll write that word down for you guys. Frantic means to be very excited, okay? Very excited or concerned in a situation. They will come and say, hey, stay calm. It's an emergency, but I need you to stay calm and relax, okay? You can also say, take it easy, okay? Take it easy. Again, the same meaning. Stay calm or calm down. Don't worry. Then you can say, take a deep breath. And I'll show you what that is. Usually when you do that, you take a deep breath, it calms you down, okay? Or you can say, relax. Now that's a word you already know. These are 5 ways to tell someone to relax. Simply say relax or take it easy or calm down, take a deep breath or stay calm. Very useful English expressions. Now, our next group is letting someone in front of you in line. So you're going to be in many situations where people are lined up. And maybe the person behind you is in a rush and wants to get in front of you. So how can you tell them it's okay for them to get in front of you? Well, one way you can do this is by saying, after you. So let's say, for example, this person right here, he looks very relaxed. He's not in a rush. But this guy right here walked up after him and he says, hey, I'm in a rush. So this guy says, sure, you go ahead of me. I will go after you. So you can say, oh, after you. It means go in front of me and I will go after you. Next, you can say ladies first. Now, in American culture, normally the men allow the women to go in front of them. If we're going inside of a room, if we're going inside of a building, the man will hold the door. So he will say ladies first. So this is a good expression to know when you come to America because that's part of our culture. All right. Or you can say you first. It means, oh, I'll go second, you go first. But you see how simple these expressions are. They're really only 2 words, so you can memorize them, but it's good to know the meaning because it's easy for you to say. All right, next you can say, go right ahead. It means, hey, go in front of me. Go ahead of me. It's okay. I'm okay with that. Or you can say, be my guest. Okay? Now, this expression just really kind of shows a kinder side of this expression because you're telling someone to go in front of you, but this is saying, hey, I would love for you to go in front of me. I am happy to let you go in front of me. Be my guest. Okay? All right. Now, the next group is returning thanks. Someone says thank you and you want to say you're welcome. Well, there are other ways of saying you're welcome. The first one is it was my pleasure. Now, I use this almost every single day. Whenever I'm talking to someone and they thank me for doing something, I say, oh, my pleasure. And you guys have probably seen that in some of my comments on my YouTube videos. My pleasure. It means it made me happy to do whatever it is I did for you. So it was not difficult for me at all. It made me happy to do that for you. Okay? All right. You're welcome. Again, this is one you already know. Number 3, don't mention it. Now, this is a way of saying, hey, it's okay. You didn't have to thank me. I was happy to do it for you. You don't have to continue to thank me because I'm already happy that I did it. Okay? Don't mention it. All right? My pleasure. Once again, right here. And the pleasure was truly all mine. This is something I also use a lot because, hey, it makes me happy to help you. Don't even worry about it, okay? So these are 5 ways to say you're welcome. Now, if you want to receive my free printable lessons every week, please go to www.speakenglishwithtiffani.com/weekly and you can sign up for my free printable English lessons to come to your email inbox each week. Remember, you can continue studying with me by going to the video on the left side of your screen and watching the next English video lesson. Remember, as always, to speak English.